Hello everyone! I have absolutely loved playing video games ever since I was a kid, and I have a pretty strong understanding of the kind of community that plays video games because of it. There will always be the people that love to play video games just because they're fun, and they'll make sure that you have fun with it too. And then there will be those who are oh so incredibly toxic, and they will make sure that you know it by yelling as many slurs, hateful words, and profanities down on you before you leave the lobby.
Lost that round. Refocus and step up.
Damn, it's quiet on that side now.
Oh! It's quiet on that side now, isn't it, boy? Listen to you, you fat f***ing redneck sitting in front of your goddamn Connect mic with your nuts hanging out of one side of your shorts. Shut the f*** up!
I mentioned this because of German philosopher Immanuel Kant
Immanuel Kant.
and his philosophy of radical evil. His idea of radical evil is that human beings will have the innate tendency, or propensity in his own words. The idea that humans will be more focused on self-preservation and will make selfish decisions is not unheard of, and we often see selfishness especially in the world today, as unfortunate as it is. But I say all of these things about video games specifically because it helps us narrow down to the one common theme that we all know about the internet, and that is you can say and do whatever you want because you're hiding behind a screen. You are no longer bound by morals or ethics because what you do or how you act to others will have no real permanence on the internet, or at least that's what most people like to think. This has been one of the most commonly talked about topics on the internet for a while, including Bo Burnham's recent special Inside, where he features a song called Welcome to the Internet, which talked about all of the horrible things that people will say and post just because they can.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found.
I want to split this video into two parts to talk about the two main genres of games, single player and multiplayer games. Let's first get into the multiplayer and talk about one of my favorite games in recent years, Sea of Thieves. Like the name says, it promotes thievery, deception, plundering, and people will make sure you know it in-game when you tell them to please stop shooting at your ship. They will burn, break, nuke your ship to the bottom of the sea floor even if you don't have any loot just because it's fun. I have had so many times where I have anchored my ship near an island only to have the feelings of dread and paranoia looming over that a huge four-man ship wanted to do some target practice on my one-player ship. It isn't pleasant, especially when you're the little guy in these kinds of situations. I have had people laugh at my face after sinking me, and I've had people tell me it's a skill issue as they dropped explosive powder kegs onto my ship. But there is a reason why I continue to play this game, and that is the rare moments where we break away from the Kantian idea of radical evil and rise above our inherent inclination to be selfish. In my experience, that's what makes these moments so exceptionally wonderful, and why playing a full band of music with two other giant crews onto one singular ship is so much fun. We broke away from the tendency to prioritize ourselves and decided to enjoy each other rather than just enjoy the game. Don't get me wrong though, I'm not a goody two-shoes either. I'm not an exception to this rule. I focus on self-preservation sometimes as well. As for single-player games, one of my favorite series has been the Telltale Walking Dead games, and I specifically wanted to talk about the first season between your character, Lee Everett, and his role as a survivor and as a guardian for a little girl called Clementine. Throughout the game, the most logical thought process to surviving the zombie apocalypse would be to take care of yourself and not worry about others hindering your chance of survival. However, I would always find myself tugged in the direction of helping others because it felt right, and to look after Clementine. Look at some of these decisions. 55% of people chose to bring Clementine with them so she could be in eyesight of the player rather than in the house. Or the fact that 90% of people chose to kill Clementine's kidnapper rather than letting her suffer the trauma of killing him. The most hard-hitting of these decisions was the collective choice to have Clementine kill Lee once he was about to turn, and to teach her to be able to take care of herself. A lot of people cried at this point in the game, including me. Regardless of single player or multiplayer, we see players who choose to overcome their innate tendency to prioritize themselves, whether it be in the pursuit of fun or to see those that we love survive. In a virtual space where games promote selfishness and self-preservation with no consequences, we see that people rise above Immanuel Kant's philosophy of radical evil to put others first before themselves. These actions go completely against Kant's observations and shows that it is not the person who is selfish, but rather the society that promotes the idea. So, as the players, we get to choose how we get to interact with each other, and to decide if we want to give in and indulge, or to rise above our societal expectation of selfishness and gain a new layer of perspective and appreciation for the games that we play. Thank you for watching.